Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is you are watching this. Welcome. Wait. Yes. All right. What, you going to participate today too? Okay. It's always good when you participate. How was your week? Anything interesting happen? Sean was a little busy, but he got through. We were out of town last week, so I guess if you saw that. So back in town, we had fun. Also got my hair cut, so finally. Which leads into, which gave me the idea, leads into the embrace your power. So what do I mean when I say embrace your power? Sometimes we forget how much power the little things we do for ourselves have. So what am I talking about? So, I had surgery 3 years in June. It'll be 3 years in June. I had surgery. And I wasn't able to shower for a couple of days. They're like, shower. Anyway. And then when I was able to shower, though, I was limited to what I could do. Like, it felt so good. Like, I could take on the world despite everything. Sometimes taking a shower or a bath can make you feel better or energized in that moment. Take a bath. Like, there's some bath salts in there. And yes, if you're a guy, you can do bath salts too. They're nice. Remember the episode of Friends with Chandler when Monica got him taking baths with bath salts and candles and everything? You don't have to add candles if you want to, but you can if you want to. You don't have to tell anybody that you're doing it. Just it's nice and relaxing, and it feels soft on your skin. And they smell good. So you can buy bath salts. They don't have to. There's bath salts out there that don't smell so girly. You don't want to smell girly. Or as I tell people too. So if it smells girly, just say some girl wearing some strong perfume hugged you and it just stuck on you. Nobody has to know the difference. So, I know sometimes when I've hugged a guy, and he has a lot of cologne on, it sticks on you. Same thing with women's perfume. Some women have that perfume, it just sticks on you. And so, yeah. I'm sure, I'm sure you smelt it when you walked into, an exam room or something. Some women, they have that strong perfume, and it just heads, and it just kind of sticks, So even if you didn't get close to them, sometimes it's so much, it just sticks to you. So, yes. Or go get your hair done. I haven't, so my whole life, I've only had 2 people cut my hair. The person that typically cuts my hair now is, I can't get to her at the moment. So really needed my haircut. Bentley, my hair is so long. It was falling out. Bentley was accidentally eating it. We were pulling it out of his poop. We were sometimes pulling it out of his mouth. And we just couldn't take the risk of possible obstruction or my hair wrapping around his intestine or anything. Yes, my husband's an emergency veterinarian, so of course those are the first things that go to our mind. Yes. So I was like, all right, that's it. I need to do it. So that's what I did this past week. I got my hair cut. And it felt so good. I just felt so empowered. I could take on the world. Just felt so light. It just reminded me, it's the little things sometimes we forget that make us feel so good and so empowered. Or go get your nails done. Go with some friends. I did mine for St. Patty's Day, as you can see. But yeah, get your nails done. Or have a nail party, have them come over, have some friends come over and do your nails for you, or do them together. Have that, or if you want to, there's Color Street, there's a link tree in my bio. There's a link in the link tree in my bio, or in the bio, and it has Color Street on there. It's 100% real nail polish, 95% dry. Like, you can just stick it on, and they have so many different designs, so you can get cool designs on your nails without having to really pay for it per se. You can just stick it on. That's what I use. Is quick, easy, yes. But yeah, it's your nails. Go sit outside. Even if you sit outside for like 5 minutes. Take that break, sit outside. Even if like during your break at work, like if you get like, a few minutes to eat, go eat it outside. Or make one day where you eat outside. So when I worked in technical theater, I was working for a ballet company. I got to the point to where the crew, I'm like, all right, one day a week, we're going to eat outside the office. Like, it was in a building, one of those buildings where there's other businesses in there, but then there was you walk through the building and then you go to different doors or businesses. So it kind of had like a quote unquote, I don't want to say a lobby, because it wasn't a lobby. It was, it's like a hallway, like as if you walked into a mall or something. It was just a hallway, and there was tables out in the hallway, and there was some greenery and stuff out there. Like, so the thing was we either went to a restaurant and ate lunch, or we went outside in there and had lunch out there, just to get out of the office per se. So yeah, I was like, I had it said like, all right, one day a week, we're doing this. And just to get everybody out of the office, just a brain refresher, and laugh and cut up, and had nothing to do with work. And so do that. Like, even if you get 5 minutes, sit outside, eat 5 minutes. On a beautiful day, go for a walk. Obviously, if you have a dog, take your dog outside, in the yard, watch them play, read a book. Even if, I would say, get one of those novels that you don't have to really think much, but that keeps you page turning, if that makes sense. Sometimes I like to do that. Sometimes I'm just in the mood for that. Like, I can do something else and still in the background listen to the book, or read the book, but I don't have to really think about it because I'm tired. Because I'll typically read before I go to sleep, or I'll read for about an hour, and then of course I'll put the book down. I'll start listening to an audiobook and do something else before I go to sleep, play on my phone or whatever. But read a book. Yeah. Meditate. Even if it's just for 2 minutes. Meditate. Listen to music. Watch a movie or a TV show, even if it's just one episode of the TV show. Write a letter, or in your journal. Call a friend to chat, or text them. Someone you're like, oh, I haven't talked to so-and-so in a while, I need to touch base. Just text them, or send them a message in a messaging app, one of the messaging apps, whatever one that you use. So the point is, like, do something small that you've been wanting to do that makes you feel like you've been productive. So my point is, like, my point is those times that you do those small things, like, they make you feel like you're doing, even if it's just moving. Like, when I say small things, like, oh, I need to put this up, and you go put it up. Like, you feel productive. It empowers you. So those times you feel like shit from work, stress, burnout, do something small that you want to do. It will energize you and make you feel good, even for that moment. Right? So, you have a pile of clothes laying there because you're like, oh, I don't feel like putting them up right now. I'll put them up later. Go put them up. Takes 5 minutes max. I wouldn't even say that. Probably 2 minutes, right? And you're like, oh, I did something productive. Like, it makes you feel good in that moment, right? And you want to embrace those moments and feelings. So these are going to be the ones that fill you up, that help you work through and prevent your burnout. I say that, how does it, because like, you stress at work. You're going to stress at work. You have a stressful job. That's it. You have a stressful job. But then you come home and then you see these little things that need to be done or that you want to do. Whether it's to put something up or hang a picture or reorganize something. In those moments, like, even if it's just, if you want to reorganize something, but you're still trying to figure it out, but you know where you want to put one thing, like you have a thing, like move that one thing. What is it? There's a general who speaks, who says, if you get up in the morning and you make your bed, that's one thing you've already done. So it makes you feel productive. Same thing with if you just move that one thing, you don't get the whole area organized, that's fine. But you got that one thing done and it makes you feel like, oh, I got one thing done. That's one less thing you're stressing about, one less thing you're paying attention to. And then you can go do something else. Because I always believe and always say, like, if you want to organize something or you're trying to figure out what you want to do or how you want something to go, but you can't figure it out, go do something else. Don't think about what you got to organize or what you want done. Just go do something else. Subconsciously, it's working in your mind of how you want to do that. And a lot of times when you're doing something else and not thinking about it, you're like, the solution comes to you. You're like, oh yeah, I should do it this way, or I can do it this way, or this is how I want to do it. And then go and do it. Or, next time, when it's time to do it again, just, do that. Or even if it's just moving a couple of things, do that. And it's that moment of, like I said, those moments that you feel you did something productive, that makes you feel good that you got it done. Even if it's something little, it's okay. Like, that helps because it's one less thing you're stressing about. Because you're already stressed at work, you don't need to stress at home. And then as you're doing that, and it works through you. I know I've talked about this before, but when I look at it, or like when I look at Sean with him, his stress at work, like I see, like, it's kind of like all this, like, I call it like black bubbles, bead type thing. Like, I see that, and I can see him stressing from things at work. And the thing is, that's part of your job, unfortunately. And so when we do things, like, I'll try to get him, like, he'll stress over things that need to be done here. So I try to do as much as I can so he's not stressing over it here and not have to worry about it, and he can rest. Because my main focus for him is resting. So kind of like with you, I'm telling you, you need to rest and focus on you. Do something fun that you enjoy, that I call debriefing from your stress at work. So or when we go do something, go take Bentley to the park on a nice day, or go out and walk around, take Bentley for a walk or whatever. Like, I can see it, like, I can see the stress go away and it kind of fill up his cup. If that makes sense. Like, I can see it helping. But the thing is with what you do, part of it is chronic stress. So it's not like a one-time fix. This is something you have to continue to do. Like, you have to find what works for you and what helps you and continue to do it. All those other things I talked about in the other videos, if you can, do them. Okay? But sometimes I know you don't have time. You don't have time to go to acupuncture. You don't have time to, go take a walk in a forest somewhere. Like, I get that. Like, so, again, cutting my hair reminded me that sometimes it's the little things that we do that can make us feel so empowered and fill us up, that we just have to embrace those moments and take those moments, even, like I said, even if it's for 30 seconds, even if it's for 60 seconds, like, or 5 minutes, like, embrace that moment and just bathe in it. Okay? Like, this is the time to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish, to take care of yourself. So if that means, no, you don't want to go do something, you want to stay at home and read a book, stay at home and read a book. Like, say you have other plans. Nobody has to know what your plans are. Definitely take care of yourself. Okay? Embrace your power. You have it. Embrace it. Utilize it. Even if it's just for a minute, just embrace it. All right? And if you want to talk to somebody, you need to talk to somebody who understands what you're going through. You have Lifeboat with NOMV, Not One More Vet. So that's the peer-to-peer chit chat with someone who works in the same type of veterinary medicine that you do. Okay, so whether it's small animal GP, whether it's small animal emergency, large animal. So yes, equine. They try to pair you with someone who is similar. All right, so you can chat. You have people to chat with, to talk with. If you are having thoughts that we hope that you're not having, but you need to talk to someone immediately, you can call or text 988, okay? Or you can text 741-741. Please, please, please save those numbers wherever you need to, in whatever manner you need to know that if you need them, they're there, okay? Lifeboat, go to the website. All that's in the description, but go in the website and sign up for it. It's free, All right. So, inspired by an old poem. I was supposed to say inspired by a favorite poem. It's one of my favorite poems, inspired by an old poem. You may not know that the world needs you, but it does. For no one else can smile your smile, say your piece, or shine your light. You are unique, and you alone can fill your place. If you were not here to shine your light, what would happen to the pilgrims passing by your empty place in the darkness, without your light to help them on their way? You may not know that the world needs you, but it does. Remember, what you do matters, and the world is a better place with you in it. Dear person's company. Thank you for watching. Go do something fun for yourself this week, all right? Leave in the comments what you've done or what you're going to do. But yes, take care of yourself, and we'll see you next week.